Lock. And as you already know, throughout the season, before we get started, let me go ahead and talk about this for a second. So, the Leon Sun did not indeed claim the prize. So, the prize for the shirt and the Lewis Hamilton collector's item will go back up for Will Spin this Sunday, and we will be having a grudge race this Sunday as well. So be here for the grudge race. Be here for the wheel spin on that. We will go ahead and spin for somebody else to have an opportunity. So I will go ahead and cross this name out. Yo, for this runner-up prize is crazy. Cross that name out. I'll put this sheet in there. And then once that gets started, what's going on here with Dewey? Once that gets started, we'll go ahead and find out who's going to get that. But we will be spinning again for the runner-up prize, which is a Lewis Hamilton memorabilia Gem Mint 10 PSA slab and a Butterfly Racing shirt. We'll be spinning for that again Sunday at the Grid Grudge Race. So if you want to race with the Grudge Race pop-up Sunday, I think it's going to be about 11:30. We'll start a single. We're going to go ahead and do a one-shot quality right into the race. I do have a lot of things going on there. What's up, Zitro? What's up, Huey Dewey? So last season, we had a plethora of circuits go up for extension. And we have that sometime season to season, depending on when those contracts end. And so as of late, during this past year, I saw one extension where I just totally disagreed with. What's up, Adrian? I disagreed with. I don't even know if saying disagreed. The mechanic Mercedes says when the Wolfpack hoodies come at, bro, I am definitely working on Wolfpack hoodies, brother. Trust me. I'm working on trying to get things done and get those in, man. It's really crazy toward this time of the season for me with taxes, with trying to gear up for the car. But trust me, I'm going to have quite a bit of time I'm going to have to sit down and actually, that will give me some time to just design and put the logo on the hoodies and then put them up on the website and then get those out. But for sure, because especially with all the snow we've been having, it's kind of crazy, right? Especially in the South. Like, we're not used to getting snow this deeper in the South, and we got like 7 or 5 inches last weekend. So I will be getting to that, brother. I promise you I'm going to get to that. So with that being said, I wasn't in agreement with Monaco being a circuit to get extended. I've said this several times. It's not the first time saying it. A lot of you all know how I feel about Monaco. A lot of you all feel the same about Monaco. It's a snooze fest. It's boring. I understand it's iconic. I understand its nostalgic value. I understand its heritage value. I understand the value that Monaco holds as far as something that is almost symbolic in the sport of Formula One. But the truth is that track has been outgrown. It has been out-teched by other tracks, and it just does not hold very well for the type of racing with the type of cars we have right now. Now, we do know 2026, these cars are going to get a bit smaller. I still would tell you and remind you about this. We weren't just complaining about Monaco in 2023, 2024, 2025. We're going to do the same thing. We were complaining about Monaco even in 2021. Monaco is a snooze fest. I don't know how much smaller these cars are compared to the cars before them, which it would be an interesting comparison. I probably might actually do that to see 2026 cars, how do they compare to, or how far back would I have to go to get close to the spec of dimension car then, and then kind of look at the circuits and the races in that area. That'd probably be something interesting for me to do. Big shout out to Mary Beanie in the live chat. First one up in a badge. Let's go. But Monaco is just a circuit that I'm just not pleased with. But we do have several other circuits that are on the list to be and have been read up. All right. So we already have, we don't even need to go over 2026. 2026, Zandvoort, Baku, and Barcelona will be up for renegotiation. Now, I will say out of those 3 circuits, I think that my favorite out of those is going to be Baku. Azerbaijan, the castle section, 14, 15, and 16 turns are my favorite. I think for sure that circuit should definitely be renewed. As far as Zandvoort in Barcelona, Spain, I'm cool with that as well. So we likely will see those renewed. Now, I did hear, I think there's going to be something kind of funny with Zandvoort. I think that's coming up for extension 2026, and I wonder if that's really going to happen, or maybe is Zandvoort going to fall off? Because sometimes you never know. Some of these circuits are these organizers decide that they don't want to do it. Because I can imagine it's cool to have a Formula One race there. How much of the money they get from holding the event, I'm not sure, but I could imagine it's a bit of a headache to hold a Formula One event. I'm pretty sure you hold a good amount of responsibility on your end for not only support, but security and all types of other things. Big shout out to Dave's Quattro, second in the live chat with a badge. But then as well, we also have coming up 2028 and 2029 is Marina Bay, which, Singapore is that track, and then Japan, Suzuka. The only track I believe that has an official figure eight to itself. I think that's the only circuit that technically has a figure eight pattern in it. Like technically has a figure eight pattern in it, is that track. So those I have no problem with. Got no problem with those. Then we have Sao Paulo. Brazil's got to stay. Jeddah's got to stay. I think that's still the fastest circuit on the track. Maybe Las Vegas might be somewhere around it, but then you got Tifosi. China's 2030, Austria's 2030, Dubai's 2030. I really don't, Yasmin, Dubai, I don't really know how to feel about Dubai, honestly. Sometimes I'm a little mixed about Dubai. Sometimes I'm kind of in the middle on Dubai. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, and then sometimes I'm like, no. This season it seemed to be a bit better of a race, but Dubai, sometimes I wouldn't be mad if they put Dubai somewhere else in the calendar and then held another race for the championship round. I wouldn't be mad at Vegas for championship round. I wouldn't be mad at Baku for championship round. I wouldn't be mad at a few other circuits for championship round other than Abu Dhabi. I can just tell you that right now, especially with all the BS that happened. Mary Beanie says Monaco glory years, late 80s, early 90s. Team LH. Appreciate you, Mary Beanie, historian, one of the historians here at Wolfpack Performance doing her thing. So that's kind of where I am on Abu Dhabi. I'm not really high on it, but I understand it's not a circuit that I'm saying it's not got bad racing. But I think there are other circuits that have better racing to where the championship bout could be way more exciting as far as race, the entertainment, the competitiveness, and for the spectators that show up to the event. Now, I'm pretty sure Abu Dhabi is like laid. It's just one of those areas that is a high tourist area, and they're going to make sure they got the best of the best of the best. But I still think there are other circuits that I would like to see the final round in, but we'll see how that goes. And then you have China is going to be 2030, Austria is 2030. Then you got Miami's going to go until 2030, Monaco to 2030, Italy to 2031, Monaco 2031, Miami 2031. Spa is going to be hosting 2025, 26, 27, 29, and then skip and then go to 2031. Austin, Coda's 2032, Budapest 32, all these tracks. And then you got Madrid, Spain is going to join the calendar in 2026. So that's going to be interesting to see Madrid, Spain come up. But what I would like to see is, and I would like to know, and I got to see if this information is out there to even look into it and check and try to check up on it and see how it really goes. But I would like to know how some of these contracts are laid out. I'm not even talking about the financial aspect of the contract or how much percentages the organizer is due and Formula One is due and the FOM. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about for circuits like Monaco, is there a stipulation or are there sections built into that contract to where the organizers and the circuit themselves have to make these updates? I understand Spa is that uphill ascending section, S section is crazy nice, but the weather conditions there, not mad at it because of the challenges it throws the team, but I am not kind of in favor of it because of the challenges it throws the spectators. There have been times it's raining nonstop there. It's crazy, and the race has been called, and nothing has really been done for the spectators or the viewers at home. And I don't think there's much you could do about that in relations to its origin and where it's located. And another thing that kind of throws me about Spa is, of course, I think it's Spa, Zandvoort. We got, not Zandvoort, but Spa for sure. I think it's Spa. But you always have people with hammocks in the trees, climbing trees. Like, there could be a reason to get some type of construction in there to build some type of seating to improve your ability to sell more tickets at this circuit. But I'm pretty sure some of that might be protected rainforest area. I don't really know the bounds of that. But what I am trying to just get across is that Derwin Hill, what's going on? Derwin Hill, one of our Wolfpack races will be probably at the Grudge races Sunday. Matthew Gubbins, how you doing? Purple badges all over the place and blue badges, love it. But what I am saying is tracks and organizers like those who are responsible for Monaco should definitely, without a doubt, have to make updates before they are even considered for an extension. Not get the extension and then see if you're going to make the updates. You need to be making these updates. We need to then come back and inspect your grounds and then rate and decide if it's something that we want to continue with. Because circuit track racing there is just, I'm going to say it because you can say it even on national TV, ass. It's ass. It is. It's ass at Monaco. And they need to do something about it. Monaco is not that great of a track, much more than it is that great of a star-studded show. Wherever you qualify is likely where you're going to finish, unless the weather is just so inclement that it changes somehow. An accident happens, and that's what you're waiting. And I don't want to have to wait on that for a race to become interesting. I think it's a bit negative. I think it's a bit negative if a circuit doesn't deliver good enough opportunities for drivers to make passes and for us to see a good amount of competition on the track, for viewers and spectators both home and at the location to say, you know what, I hope it rains bad enough to where we could see somebody slip off the track, which is potentially them getting injured or worse, for this race to be worth it for us to watch and have paid thousands or hundreds of dollars for. Because going to COTA, if you're not in state, going to COTA, you're going to spend at least 3 racks. Okay, you're gonna spend, I don't know, probably 7. I do know I spent like $5,000 down. I think I spent like $5,000 when I went to COTA. But you're gonna spend maybe anywhere between $500-$600 for your plane ticket, depending on where you're flying from. Hotel rates go up, Airbnbs go up. All right, so you're gonna be spending at least close to $1,500 to $2,000 on stay, depending on the size. If you got somebody to stay with, or you're gonna bunk and roommate. Food's gonna run you at least another $300-$400, depending on how you eat. Gas and fuel, plus the tickets to the event, plus whatever. You're talking about a good $3,000 to $5,000 to go to a Formula One race. I'm thinking y'all need to start putting stipulations in these contracts for these organizers to have to update these circuits to facilitate a better environment for spectators, and for sure a better environment for competitive racing on the driver's side. So we're about to see a lot of things that I would like. We're going to see a lot of things when it comes to the cars coming out. I would like to see more holding the feet to the fire for tracks and circuits to be updated. That is what I would like to see. And I just do not think contracts should be issued out, extensions should be issued out unless otherwise proven. And that would help facilitate that. Now, I don't know if they're going to try to reverse the whole evolution of the car to the point where these circuits will become more interesting again, because instead of updating the track, is it less expensive for us to just evolve the car into a smaller package over time? Maybe that's something they've considered, like, hey, we've talked to several organizers of 5 or 6 circuits. We're talking about $1 billion for them to try and update these circuits, whereas maybe we come up with regulations to change the size of the car, and therefore the teams have to facilitate the regulations, which will then bring these circuits back into a more competitive environment. I don't know how they're going to, it seems kind of like that's the direction they're going, right? Smaller car in 2026. If we see another evolution of the car in 2027, or let's say 3 years out, let's say another 3 years, we see another evolution and it gets smaller, then I would like to, in my opinion, speculate that that is what they have decided to do in order to keep the circuits that they have in good play. Now, what I will say is this, I'm going to get big when I say it. It's already way overdue. It's already way overdue. It's overdue that Kyalami, South Africa period, does not have a Formula One GP race there. The allegations of involvement with Russian ties was ridiculously BS. I mean, because you got a team that's on the grid that has ties to Russia and already had supposedly breached sanctions. They're still here. There has to be a point where excuses for not having the people in Africa who heavily heavily watch Formula One and support plenty of drivers, not just Lewis Hamilton. I can't stand the stigma where people are like, oh, you black, you must like just Lewis Hamilton. No, I don't just like Lewis Hamilton. Shit, Oscar Piastri's my other dog. I like Oscar. Shit, I like Seb. Like, come on, man, but there's nothing wrong with me liking Lewis, because who else do you identify on a track where you can say it's possible for me to get into a sport? I can't look at Seb and say, oh, it's really possible for me to get in. No. The only person you can look at and say, yo, maybe there's a way for me to get in, and we haven't seen anything other than Lewis Hamilton since then, but that's another conversation. South Africa, period, needs a circuit. They need a track. They need a race. They should have one. They have deserved one. They earned one. They support to the point where they're building soapbox Formula One cars. They look like Formula One cars. Kyle Lamy should be activated. It should be, period. Mary Beanie says, I want Malaysia. Yo, Mary, Malaysia for sure. I'm with you on that. Malaysia for sure. I'm definitely with you. Lewis in the F-175 on 2020. Yo, definitely, Mary Beanie. Malaysia is another goodie, but I definitely think they probably got some updates they need to make. But Malaysia, I'm with you on that. I like Malaysia myself. Good call on that one. That was a good one. That was a good note on that one, Mary Beanie. For sure, Malaysia, I'm with you. I concur on that. So yeah, we'll see how all of this is going to shake out. 2026 is interesting as again, because now we got Madrid coming. We got new regulations coming. We got Aston Martin supposed to be some type of super team coming. We got Honda changing up. We got Ford dropping in. We got all types of things happening in 2026. 2025 is just it. Formula One is building. Now, I know a lot of us are wondering, what's up with Drive to Survive? How's this going to look? The last one was boo-boo, because they just kind of omitted a lot of Red Bull's junk, and they should have put it all in, because that was dropped. That was good TV for us to see. They should have put that in there, but they didn't. Wolf didn't spend a damn thing in Coda because he convinced the staff he is Denzel Washington and looks slightly different because he's prepping for a role. Bro, you got jokes. You got jokes. My bro got jokes. Oh, my gosh. My bro got hella jokes. 083 just gifted a Wolfpack membership. What's up, 083? Yo, CRS Cola, you got that membership. Yo, Dur, when you see Mechanic up in here, bro, throwing shots, man, talk about, yeah, I walked in there like, yeah, I'm Denzel Washington. Help me get in here. Matter of fact, bro, most people probably say you get in there, it's Ray J or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that's Ray J. Like, man, what are we talking about? That shit is funny, bro. That was a good one. But yeah, I paid something, man. I did pay something. But I also, hopefully along the lines, I would honestly, I've said before, I plan on making a race in Silverstone for real. Just because Silverstone is a nice track, UK, but I would like to make a race in Africa and a trip of that for real. So we'll just see what happens. By the way, like I said, people, please remember Maria Duncan. What's going on? Maria in the house, purple badged up. I will say this again. This is going to be spun for this Sunday after the grudge race. The grudge race will start at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be one shot quali, and we will be racing in Las Vegas for that race. All right. All grudge racers, get ready. If you want to participate, send me an invite to Wolfpack F1 on the EA Sports platform. Because we cross-platform, don't try to look for it on PlayStation or PC or Xbox. Log into EA, go into your drivers section, and then go ahead in your F1 world and send me an EA Sports request from there. Mechanic Mercedes says going to stream January 22nd. Oh shit! All right, bro. Bet. Well, okay, definitely. Let me know. Let me know. Send me the link. Send me the link. January 22nd. You send me the link. Or you're asking me, bro. I plan on streaming all of this, but of course, I do plan. I plan on streaming, man. There are some things going on, but I do plan on streaming. All right, so hopefully that happens. But I will be for sure here. The 19th, 22nd definitely is really cutting the edge on something I got coming up right then and there. So I will have to see if my time available to do that. But I will be in touch with a lot of things, especially in the Discord group with you all about certain things. So we will keep that thing rolling, and we are going to be going into the 2025 season, and things are going to be hot. Lewis Hamilton is going to be in a Ferrari. Max Verstappen, there was a thing about Max Verstappen. If he was taken out of Formula One, nobody would care. If Lewis Hamilton was taken out of Formula One, a lot of people would care. And I think that's pretty much true. If Max left Formula One today, it'd be like one day. And then after that, it'd be like, so the hell what? If when Lewis Hamilton leaves Formula One, this shit's going to be a spectacle. It might even be a damn holiday somewhere. I ain't gonna hold you. But anyway, big shout out to you. Don't forget Sunday grudge race. Wildcat, bring that bag, bro. We want to see you, Lewis, in the Ferrari on that date. Yeah, bro. I'm definitely trying to do it, brother. It's crazy. Life is crazy right now. I'm definitely trying to do it. Definitely. All right. And try to do it within beans that we don't get crazy beamed on something, because you know how they did last time. We actually wasn't there. Somebody decided to do some shenanigans. But anyway, stay positive. 2025. All right. Peace and love. I will see you all Sunday. Might even see y'all tomorrow. Talk about this super team expectations from Aston Martin and see what you all think about that, as well as trying to talk about Lewis Hamilton moving into Ferrari. But I think instead I want to do that in a Discord. I want to do that in a meet. So I think we'll do that in a more all Wolfpack family only involved in that. I've really been wanting to do a Zoom call for us to stream it and put it up on the YouTube for everybody to see us have conversations and talk about Formula One. So I'm going to see how I'm going to do that, but it might be in a Discord. So get ready and pay attention if that happens. All right. Peace and love. I will see y'all soon. Peace.